Hello and welcome to the Talking Shit Podcast review of Kong Skull Island. Kong Skull Island is a wild romp, and is so much of a summer movie it makes me wonder why WB decided to release it now instead of then. But, just the same, the movie won't disappoint most, but there may be a few who are going to be left wanting a little bit more. I was a little bit of both. On the one hand, if you don't like to have your movie spoiled for you by the trailers, don't watch too many of them. Because, like a lot of films recently, they give away a lot more than they should as the film progresses. The excitement of the scenes is an already been there, done that scenario when you get there. Slight spoilers, they pretty much show every single cool shot and scene of Kong in the trailers. We do get to see a hell of a lot more of the gigantic gorilla than we did of Godzilla, and the story is pretty straightforward. I'm not sure what all the fuss about character development is. We understand who the characters are just fine within the confines of the natural flowing story as it should be. The pacing is well presented as there are only a few lulls in the beginning and the beginning of the third act. Otherwise, the movie moves at a brisk 2 hours, and the main cast is made up of all-stars including Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, Samuel Jackson, John C. Reilly, and John Goodman. The simple story, as stated before, is in 1973, the war in Vietnam is ending as a U.S. satellite picks up a photo of Skull Island, the island of legend and myths. Able to piggyback on a science expedition there, John Goodman's character hires a group of soldiers led by Jackson for protection, knowing that the group may be in for a big surprise when they get there. Brie Larson is a photographer, and Tom Hiddleston, a survivor guide, join the team. The expedition no more gets to the island when a huge beast starts picking them off one by one. The crew is split up as a few members meet up with some locals and a pilot who has been stranded on the island since WW2, John C. Reilly, of course. They all try to intersect, trying not to get picked off, not so much by Kong, but the other huge ugly creatures Reilly's character has dubbed skull crawlers that also inhabit the island. Kong fans will get the most enjoyment of the film, and casual goers should find quite a bit to enjoy as well in the thrills and amazing special effects. Only but a few scenes is the CG overly animated or too obvious. Kong and the rest of the creatures are very well realized and a wonderful addition to the Kong family of films and this new shared cinematic universe with Godzilla and friends. Kong is a tad better than Godzilla, garnering an 8 out of 10 stars. Be sure to stick around after the credits and keep talking shit.